Howdy all, and welcome back to Dad Tries to Play Ostranauts. Let's get going. So off camera, I broke down our old ship. And with that, we say goodbye. I had to pry the door open because I forgot to open it before I turned the battery off and had disconnected everything. But that's okay. We'll leave all the conduit because it's just kind of a pain in the butt. And hopefully the next Joe who comes along we'll have a little something to start with. So I've dropped everything, thrusters, etc. And here I think I'm going to try and install the battery. Got an extra nav console, which I imagine we will just sell. We don't have a heater, so we'll probably install that bad boy. There's our battery. We are slowly running out of room. And a cooler as well, so we're doing pretty good. Got lots of wall lights, get some extra conduit. So yeah, things are looking up. So we should see about installing our heater because we're cold. So let's take our heater and see, let's pick up our battery. So we need a little space to work. Can we put our heater right here on this little bit of conduit? Heater install. We can. Okay. Let's fire that up and see what happens. So it says it's 284K, which is not that cold. But let's turn it on and see if things warm up. Bounce it forward a little bit longer. Does not seem to be going up. Still at 284. Oh, you're off. Okay. So somehow I don't have you wired up. I should have paid attention for how to wire you up. Alright. So let's uninstall you. I'm sure you have to go in a specific direction. Alright, so now we want to heater install. Let's give him a look here. Oop. Alright, so we need to move him because we still want him over there. Heater install. I should have paid attention to how the conduit comes in. Alright, let's try it that way. Idris, come on buddy, go install the heater. Oh. I need a more torque screwdriver? That's interesting. Okay. So we're just going to cancel that task. And we'll see about finding a screwdriver here as we go. Okay. So we're going to pick up the heater then. Maybe we can get a battery down. Now, can we put you right next to the other battery? We'll see. Alright, So we're going to rotate you so that you are in the same orientation. All right, how we looking? .74 kilowatt hours. I wonder if we need some conduit. We can drop a little conduit. We have some right over here. Onto that switch. Pick up our conduit. Come right on back over. And let's put our conduit down. I wish you could install things right. Oh, maybe you can. Okay. Like so. Now, how are we looking? Are we getting any drain? No. I see. Okay. I need to spin you, or I need to put some conduit right there. Can I? That'll be interesting. Install. Can I put a bit right there? It appears that I can. Okay. Okay. Let's walk over here. Let's look at our battery. I guess the input doesn't so much matter, huh? We got to connect to the output. Yeah. Alright. So we've got a couple of things we can do here. Should have thought that one through. It's okay. We've got another switch. Oh, I guess we can just uninstall our battery, right? Let's try that. And plunk it down right here. Let's at least try. And then we will get moving. Battery install. Why are you not? Now you need a screwdriver? Okay. So I guess, because I'm doing it properly, it wants a screwdriver. Otherwise it will just let me put it down wherever. Alright. That's fine. So good to know. Alright, we will manage that later. Got an extra nav console, we probably will just sell that. In fact, we should head back to KLEG. That's great. Look at all that reaction mass. That's awesome. Alright. So we're going to say goodbye to the Hyperbeam cold front and say hello to the nuclear Avenger. Alright, on our way, let's say we stop by here. Ooh, that's a Thrusty Boy. That's pretty cool. Lots of RCS thrusters. That's super cool. I'm really satisfied with that. that's really very pleasing to... I feel like I've accomplished something. That's really good. Good job, game. Maybe this guy will have a nuclear reactor and we can knock out 2 things here. Or at least we can try. Alright. We're a kilometer out. 800 meters. 500 meters. 200 meters. Docked. Alright, let's drop our helmet on. Still our light on. There's not a whole lot more we can pick up, but who knows? Come on. Sometimes the airlock's a little twitchy. Gas canister, empty. A heater, a battery. Let me grab the battery, a couple of switches, lots of conduit we can take. Cool looking flooring. O2 alarm. Oh, you know what? We'll take the N2 alarm. We do not have one of those. We have an O2 alarm and a temp alarm. We should install them. So we're going to take you. You know what? We'll uninstall the O2 alarm too. Why not? We can at least sell it. Maybe the fixer is looking for it. We're cold in here, so it would be nice to have an EVA suit. Is there anything in the canister? There is. We're going to uninstall that bad boy. He is coming with us. Dad from the future here. I muted my mic and wasn't paying attention, so this will be a voiceover for what's going on. So we're going to grab the switches and the battery, and I believe the heater, and we're going to be on our way. I thought about grabbing the conduit, but it's just a lot of fussing about, because it seems like at the moment all of the various bits and pieces have the same amount of time to install / uninstall. That's something I'd like to see addressed in the game later on. Like, it takes a long time to uninstall a bit of conduit. It also takes a long time to uninstall a nuclear reactor. So, I'm sure that's on their plate already. And I'm kind of hoping that I can get conduit on the cheap at the space station. So I can just buy a pile of it for, you know, tens of dollars and not have to worry about pulling it off the floor unless I really have to. And I think about taking that, and then I decide, yeah, might as well. I'm going to install these guys in the ship at some point, and see if they get filled up when we pay for our docking fees. So we're going to put all of our loose gas canisters with all of our other loose gas canisters, keeping all of our fire in one place, although nitrogen, not a big deal. We will also install our alarms. So I'm checking out the battery here to see if it's charging. And it is not, of course, because there's nothing to charge the battery. And with that, we're on our way to KLEG. Don't forget to take your helmet it off and use the atmo that's inside of your ship. Should have backed away from that first, but it's okay. This new ship is a Thrusty Boy. And we've already got 20 kilometers a second of delta V, which is, I think, more than enough to get out of the solar system. It's one of those weird things about orbital mechanics where it takes less delta V, simplifying things a bit, to get out of the solar system than it does to get into the sun. Since we're moving around so quickly, we just don't feel it, of course. We're not accelerating. Not really. You need, I think, 17 or 18K a second to get out of the solar system, but you need to lose about 30K to get to the sun. Now, there's ways around that, of course. One of the solar probes slingshotted itself around Jupiter. So I had to go out and then use Jupiter's gravity to hurl it back toward the sun. I suppose you can make passes around the other planets, Venus and whatnot, the interior planets, to see what happens. So yeah, the new ship is great. It's a Thrusty Boy. It's super cool. So yeah, back to falling into the sun. You can, I guess, bounce around planets, but you need to lose more delta V than it takes you to get out of the solar system, which seems counterintuitive. But you don't really think about all these things in motion very fast because the distances are so large. Yeah, so you can see up here our current point of reference, current POR is Sol, which is the sun. Our relative velocity is 25 kilometers per second, which is almost enough to get to transit to the sun directly. We're 1.3 AU. If I remember correctly, an AU is distance from the Earth to the sun, so 93 million miles, 400,000 kilometers. So we're 2 suns away in this world, which is kind of neat because this is the Neo Scavenger universe. And I'm assuming Neo Scavenger is Earth, so we are same universe, but 2 suns away, 2 sun distances away. It's kind of neat. Alright, we're coming up on KLEG, and we are pretty much pointed straight at it, which is nice. The closer you are to being dead on, the better time you'll have, especially as you get close. If you're a little sideways, you're a little twisty. The docking rings don't quite tell you that yet. They just tell you left, right, up, down. Of course, no left, right, up, down in space, but port, starboard, positive Z, negative Z, depending on your ship orientation. And we are back to KLEG. I'm going to drop save. And past me will pop back up here very shortly. The doors to KLEG slide open and you're greeted by the familiar aroma of station vendor fare. Spot prawn stir fry and suya curry, kebab of chicken and a yaji spice rub, Szechuan beef with pink peppercorn. Your head knows that the meat is aquaponic or lab-grown or worse, but your heart tells you that anything prepared by human hands is better than Trencher's chow. Tired-looking spacers circulate between the refuel kiosk and the breaker yard, moving in and out of the gossamer haze of cigarette smoke that is a permanent fixture of the station. The smokes are Sangara Viceroys, the breaker brand of choice. Folks here will chain smoke them unfiltered no matter how many times Ayotimiwa execs find them for overworking the CO2 scrubber. Station centers are connected by rail, a single car system that is constantly in a state of disrepair. A scrap shop in port will buy junk back from almost anyone. But industrious scavengers know that if you want a premium price for a working piece, then you're going to have to find a reliable fence. Welcome to KLEG. First thing we're going to do, I apologize for the lack of audio there, I will try and voice over a bit of that, is see if we can come up with a screwdriver. Does not appear so? Yikes. Okay. Let's see what one looks like. Is there anything wanted here? Coffee trash. You will take flooring. No, the orange stuff is not bad if you got a bunch of it. You've got the wherewithal to sit through peeling it all off. Okay, so I still don't know what our screwdriver looks like. I wonder if that is a bug or that's just a thing that I don't have yet. Alright, let's hit the transit kiosk. And we'll go see the fixer. Maybe he's got what we're looking for. And hopefully we don't have to make a trip back to sell some stuff to get some cash to buy a screwdriver. The red neons cast heavy shadows in the old Emporium, KLEG's only leisure district. The OE is a relic of a former world, a portal to the halcyon days of the Wildcat Nigerian colony before Earth's ablation cascade gutted the economy. Spacers come here to escape the bureaucratic grind, to imagine a world without bosses, to split a chilled bottle of Bismarcknaya even when they can't afford to. A dozen meters away from the shuttle stop, you see a knot of revelers gathered in the warm light of a Mescaform bar. Laughter and conversation float through the Mescaform in a melange of English, Mandarin, and even Yoruba. That last one might be a sign AO managers are mixing up with the common folk. Whatever the language, the warm organics of human voices in close proximity is a welcome departure from the hollow echo of comm chatter. One of the faces in the crowd is the Fixer. They're a known quantity in the station community, KLEG's portal to a system-wide, ever-shifting black market whose appetite for used ship parts and other rare salvage can never be sated. Shouldn't be too hard to get the Fixer talking. Just mention you have something to trade, and they're likely to be interested. Provided you know somebody. Or you can flex on him. So I've tried to charm him, I've tried to intimidate him, I've tried to befriend criminals on the station, I've even befriended the Fixer himself. So far nothing has worked, save during character creation, when you either get the Ayotimiwa executive drunk or seduce them. That works. So Gage doesn't like me, but I'm going to name drop my contact from character creation. And just like that, we're trading. So all you have is pressure stuff. You will take my battery for 1,000. That's pretty good. Not so wild about those. I don't have a bed. I should grab one of those. Liquid helium. You'll take wall lights for a little bit. You'll take lift clusters. Take that intake regulator. Fusion reactor for 50k. Sinks. Power switches. Toilets. Turbo pumps. Okay. So I still don't see the screwdriver, which makes me wonder if that's a thing that's going to show up or if it's an actual bug. But we'll keep working on it. Oh, well, maybe I will. Oh, you can just change yourself here. Okay. Do I have a? Do I need to go? It would appear so. I wonder if that's going to be a thing of the game. Where are you going, Idris? Okay, I have not told him to go anywhere. Let's see what happens. Huh. Weird. Not sure I want coffee delivered from the bathroom, but yeah, we'll go back over here and grab a coffee. In next episode, we will spend a little time refitting our ship and go out into the void. I cannot believe I can just keep grabbing coffees out of here, but it would appear so. Alright, so you know what? Let's drink a couple of coffees. Drinking Moretti coffee, and that's an empty pouch now. Nobody seems to, there are no trash cans in space. Alright, I'm wondering how we're going to handle our basic needs like that. So far I've only seen hungry, but not thirsty. We'll find out as we go. If you've got any tips or tricks for me, I would love to hear them. Otherwise, thanks for watching.